Chat up and going. Am I live? I think I'm live. David, what's going on? I'll wait a couple minutes. Delayed on my end. I feel like Mr. Rogers to go on camera and start taking my shoes off. Kevin, good evening. How we doing? All right. Get chat going on my other phone so I can actually keep up. Maybe, possibly. Hey, I showered. My feet don't stink. Clean socks, fresh socks. All right, I got one screen saying 13 on here. I got one saying 5. I don't know what's going on. You feeds? Hey, DoorDash, it's been a rough couple days. Yeah, I might have to resort to other means. Hey, I was just taking my shoes off. I don't wear shoes when I'm live. Shirts, yes. Pants, yes. Shoes, no. Scrabble, how's it going? All right, both of them are. Hey, I could get back into photography and start doing that for other people. Kaylee, how's it going? Got super sick on Sunday. Got a contract violation from the one order I did. Oh God, Kaylee, I'm sorry. Glad to see you got a new car though. Adventures with Dan, how's it going? Scrabble, you got a lot going on. I imagine you're busy. You almost don't have an obsession with feeds. Have you heard about it? I have heard about Feet Finder. I laughed when I heard that it was actually a thing. Other people joke about what is it, the OF thing. I joke about feet, mostly because I don't like them. Just started out doing deliveries. DoorDash is slow compared to Uber Eats. It is definitely. Now, are you signed up for Uber rideshare as well, or just Uber Eats? Because it can, for me, I'm signed up rideshare primarily. I'd really never see an Uber Eats order. Yeah, I would keep it that way then. If you're doing just Uber Eats, I would not do the rideshare, because once you start doing rideshare, it will cut into the Uber Eats orders that you see. Matthew, brother, what's going on? How's it going, Stacy? Hi from Jaden. How's it going, Jaden? I like feet if they're on a pretty woman. Other than that, gross. Agreed. David, I could not agree more. Like, I don't get the point of feet. I mean, I get the obvious function, but the fascination, Yeah, I don't get it. I would probably actually make more, as a guy, I would probably actually make more money by keeping my shoes on than taking pictures of them. Calissa, how are you? Painted toenails or natural? Oh, I don't paint my nails, so that's what you're asking. I don't feel comfortable having strangers in my car. I'm in the Chicago Okay, yeah, I definitely. I don't know if you could pay me enough to do Uber in Chicago. So, painted toenails are natural. I got nothing. Going good on my 9th now. Finally got my streak on a 6+ order. Now I'll be over $80. Been out since 5. That's not bad at all. I was out earlier. It was not pretty. It was not pretty at all. In fact, just a heads up for any of you looking forward to tomorrow's video, it is not going to be a ride along, because there really hasn't been anything to see. It's been ugly. Let me pull up some, find some screenshots. Had a Raising Cane's offer, $4.25 going 3.8. Out of Noodles and Company, $6 going 9.4. $5.50 McDonald's going 7.7, and that was passing 1, 2, 3, 4 other McDonald's. And I had another one, I can't remember where. It's going 12 miles for $8. 9 miles for $5. It's not been pretty. David, yes, I agree. How the heck are we already at Thanksgiving time? I don't know. I feel like I just did a live like 2 nights ago with you guys, and I realize it's been a week. Brian, how's it going? Dan says DoorDash is earned by time, came in clutch today. Long stacked order, $16 an hour. Definitely better than the, what is it here? Got to open up DoorDash. $13.50. Wait a second, it said $13.75 yesterday. Or not yesterday, day before. My acceptance rate went from 81 down to 70. Uber on Thursday. I'm gonna probably do some DoorDash on Thursday on Thanksgiving. So I stopped by the vape shop on the way home, because yes, I vape, for those who don't know. Some popular DoorDash YouTubers leaving orders at the wrong address because they can't find the place and filming themselves doing it, hoping they don't get contract violation. somehow I'm not surprised. Camping. I had some comments lately on a few videos, and I've seen the same people commenting on other people's videos, basically blaming us for everything that's going on. Haven't turned DoorDash on in 2 days. Scrabble, I'm kind of jealous. David hasn't turned it on since June. Oh, okay. My DoorDash, I don't know what will be open for holidays. I know some places are open till noon, some places are open till 2. Casey's, I think Casey's are open, or they're always open. I don't know if they actually close for anything. So you get some Casey's pizzas ordered. Been on Grubhub's waiting list for like 2 years. Same here. Grubhub and Spark. I have been on Spark's waiting list for forever. Chinese, yeah. Oh, yeah, probably. And God knows that there's plenty of Chinese places in town. Let's see. I'm gonna try not to shake my camera. Restaurants open on Thanksgiving. It's always fun to see which restaurants are open. Maybe. McDonald's, Dunkin' Donuts. Krispy Kreme was open till 2. Chick-fil-A will be closed. Cracker Barrel will be open. IHOP. P.F. Chang's, Texas Roadhouse, Red Robin, Chili's, Olive Garden, Outback will all be closed. If you're not up for turkey or ham, Domino's, Papa John's, Pizza Hut, Little Caesars are all going to be open for Thanksgiving. So a lot of fast food, pizza, and Chinese. So it may be decent. Top Dasher stats for December. I'm going to have to do some earned by time. I have a feeling if things don't get any better. Looking forward to the Michael Myers Santa hat. I am too. It's going to be fun. Maybe I'll go back into that Target. I actually am going to print off a permit for myself stating that I can film. Between catering and Spark, having the best day in years. 467 in 7 hours plus 150 spark incentive that'll pay out later on. Scrabble. Dang. My youngest turns 25 on Thanksgiving Day. Did you mean 15, right? David, may have to get some Mickey D's. Family chose to get together on Christmas to celebrate both holidays, so no big meal planned for me. I would say same here, but I'm going out to Washington for Christmas. So DoorDash definitely needs to get it together because I can't have too many more crappy days like yesterday and today. Camping, had a date past weekend with a girl who worked at a resta. I pick up all the time. Camping, there you go. Heck yeah. I don't know if I could do that. Like we've talked about before. I'm Ray Charles when it comes to trying to figure out if somebody's flirting with me. Scrabble, nope, 25. Scrabble, I'm sorry, but your profile picture, you do not look like you're old enough to have a 25-year-old. Abstract, you did not miss it. You didn't miss a thing. And no voodoo tonight, Rainier. Just because I know somebody was going to ask what I'm drinking. 40. $48. Okay. Not believing it, but okay. David, no worries. Been really behind on your videos. DoorDash hasn't been doing well. Lately, not really. It took a dip, but right when they started doing the stacked orders at a $2 base and more peak pay and the stupid streaks. I would say my best 3-hour block of time was probably Saturday in the middle of the afternoon. Me and Tori are both the same age. That's right. I remember something, but I still didn't believe 48. I haven't seen Tori in the comments for a little while. Hope she's okay. Don't you hate it when it's a hand to me and they tell you to leave it at the door? Yeah. Every once in a while, I still see the hand to customer to leave at door, or the leave at door hand to me. It's like, which do you want? Or hand it to me. Don't knock or ring doorbell. Am I supposed to shout from my car? I feel like I'm supposed to shout from my car and let them know that I'm here. Because you know they don't respond to text messages or phone calls. So if you're guessing by profile pic, how old do you think I am? I'm guessing guys' age is even harder. Might need classes at some point. I'm not gonna guess your age of the picture, but I'm gonna guess probably around 45. Between my age and 45. Or leave it at the door and you never know if they got it because you can't take a picture. I always, if there's a way to message them, I will message them a picture. Definitely if it's a hand me, but underneath they say explicitly, leave it at the door, don't knock, don't ring doorbell. I would, nope, no message option. Let me guess, Panera. Because that's the only place that I've picked up from that I've had that it's a leave it door and I can't message. Close. I'll be 33 December 13th. See, that's why it's hard to guess an age. Because you've got that like high school background picture from like the 90s. I guess they're probably still using the same background picture. So that's why I guessed older. I was going off of the background. I'm pretty sure I had that background when I was in school. Turned 30 this year. Welcome to the 30s. It is not bad, but still young, but I moved on to the next level. 30 is the new 20. So 40 is the new 30. Okay. I can go with that. So I'm gonna ask you guys something because I was asked this earlier, and I've never asked you guys this. If you could have dinner with one person, living or dead, who would it be? I said what I said, and I'm sticking with it. The only problem with that, Scrabble, is if you're 30, if 30 is the new 20, then you can't drink for another year. I always think 30 is the new 60 when I creak and crackle when I get up each day. I usually lay there when I wake up and stare at the ceiling and realize that I did survive another night, so. But the creaking and cracking, yes. Scrabble, your granny. That's awesome. All right, who else? Mine would be OG Mandino. I am not sure. I don't know who that is. I don't remember 21. Glug Glug that whole year. George Washington. George Washington was actually mine. It's honestly a coin flip between George Washington and Thomas Jefferson. William Wallace. There you go. See how much he looks like or doesn't look like Mel Gibson. Why do I feel like I have a hair in my eyeball? Oh, because I did. This generation, it may be 30 is the new 40. Hey, we can all identify how we want to. I'll continue identifying as 21 for the 16th time. Yeah, the reason it's a toss-up is because me being a history geek that I am, for George Washington, I'd love to have a discussion and want to know what was going through his mind when he became president, because he's the one that set the presidents to be president. And for Jefferson, it would have to be his writing, his drafting of the Declaration of Independence. If he looks like Mel, I'll run faster than the British at the end of the movie. The British are leaving. The British are leaving. Napoleon Hill, that would be a great guy. Yeah. The man took so long researching to write that book. I almost feel like I couldn't just leave it at one person. All right, we got like 17, 18 people in here, and I feel like only like 6 have answered the question. So, who's next? I love ham. I like ham too. Usually do lazy lurkers. I mean, if they want to bring viewers in, like something that happened the other night, that'd be cool. But I feel like I got to do either turkey. I got to do turkey and ham. One holiday's got to be turkey. One holiday's got to be ham. Leftover ham goes into ham and bean soup, navy bean soup. Scrambled eggs and ham. Green eggs and ham. I'm starting to sound like Dr. Seuss. Holy crap. Brian says Elvis. All right, Brian, why Elvis? And actually, why Napoleon Hill and why William Wallace? You're a poet and didn't even know it. Jennifer, good evening. How are you? Welcome to the classroom. Everybody's currently answering the question of if you could have dinner with one person, who would it be? Coleslaw? I like coleslaw. It depends on the place, though. And just like that, we are approaching Christmas. I know we have I'm not doing any Christmas decorations until after Thanksgiving. I'm doing great. I can't complain. Cleopatra. There we go. Paul, how's it going? Yeah, I'm actually getting better at remembering names. Slowly working on it. I'd pick Wallace to ask how he kept his resilience in being a Christian, and I'd ask him how he kept faith in those times amongst everything he went through. That I like that. I like that, David. Cat lover, how's it going? Marcus Aurelius says abstract. Yeah, Dave, Paul, I can't complain. I'm impressed. I'm terrible with names. I'm generally terrible with names. I gotta say though, it probably does help that having a profile picture. It's like putting a name to a face. Bill says, "Hey, lady." There's a few ladies in here, Bill. Or was that the name of an Eric Clapton song? I've had to go all Spark. DoorDash is not doable anymore. Not just for you. It's getting rough. I'm a lady. Well, I hope you are because I'm not. David, I'm bad with names and faces until I've talked to someone several times and I won't remember them. It's kind of embarrassing. Faces, I never forget somebody's face. But like I said, names, I'm generally terrible with. Faces and places, I never forget. I could literally get in my car right now and drive from here all the way out to where my mom lives. No GPS, no nothing. Just, I know it turn by turn. I wish I could remember other things the way I remember addresses and faces. Well, I'm Wendy, so hey, I was happy to see Zach. It's always good to see Zach. I was glad that I finally got to see him. Bill says haircut. I got one a couple weeks ago. Well, I gave myself one a couple weeks ago. That tells you how bad DoorDash has been lately. I've had to cut my own hair. Kidding. I've been cutting my hair for a while. Paul says, I had an order last night with these instructions. Contactless delivery. Please call the set up drop-off location. No call or knock. Yes, that's just like when they ask you to double check and make sure everything's in the bag. Oh, by the way, it's McDonald's or Chipotle, and their bags are always sealed. Let me get my X-ray vision out and make sure everything's in there, because I can see through paper bags clearly. I'd have customers walk up that I talked to the day before, and I may not remember them at all. David, what you may consider a curse, I would have to say many of us would like to do that, have that ability, not to remember people that we delivered to before. Just allow me to leave it at the door or hand it to you. Simple. Yeah, they make it way, way too difficult. I remember almost every customer and generally where they are, which is also a gift. Also means you've been doing DoorDash way too long. That's coming from somebody who's done DoorDash way too long. So I had an order sent to me earlier today, 825, 16 item, 1.4 mile Hy-Vee. I was sitting at Hy-Vee. Tapped the house icon, address popped up. Nope, they don't tip. The customers you don't want to remember are generally the ones that first come to mind. How long would you consider to be too long doing DoorDash? I did it on and off for 2 years. If you remember most of the customers that you've delivered to, like you guys hear me in the videos a lot. Oh, I've delivered to this person before. I've delivered to this person before. Some days it feels like I've been doing it too long. And I think I signed up in May. I think it was May of 2019. Colorado Springs, from watching your videos, I feel like our city is very spread out compared to Lincoln. Yes, it is Lincoln. I'm gonna have to compare the two markets now. I'll have to look into that because I feel like Lincoln's pretty spread out. It's definitely not a market where you see a lot of $6 1 mile or even $6 2-mile orders. Oftentimes it's what have I been seeing a lot of lately? I've been seeing a lot of $4.25 3-mile, $5 3.5 mile, which somehow $5 3.5 miles can still considered a high paying order. Tripped on the sidewalk and dropped a drink on a dog. How does one drop a drink on a dog? Is your market split up? No. As far as zones, no. Which the size, the geographical size of Lincoln, it's actually kind of crazy that it's not split up into any zones. Like I think Omaha is split up into four or five. $45-mile, $6 diamond order. $91 for the night, headed home. $91 in less than 4 hours. Good job, Matt. Welcome to DoorDash. 3.5 hours, that is not bad at all. I think I run into that problem. I'm in north and have a delivery south, and I have to drive back into north to get more orders. Yeah, I get orders basically anywhere in town, but the issue I'm starting to see more and more is certain restaurants will have 2 locations or had 2 locations, and now they're down to 1. So the Five Guys at the mall closed, which is basically smack in the middle of town. So now the only Five Guys is clear at the south end. Slim Chickens, they're both on the south end of town. Old Chicago, there used to be one downtown. Then the Rona happened, and now the only one is on the south end of town. What else is only on the south end of town? Cold Stone, south end of town. I know I'm missing a couple, but Dan asked, what kind of car do you work with? I would probably recommend, if you have an EV, driving one. I got a Chrysler 200. Chili's, Matthew, thank you. Chili's is another one that clear at the south end of town. So there's more and more of those closing up in the middle of town, north end of town, and you're getting a lot more offers 12, 13, 14 miles. And those Five Guys orders are not worth it. Ever. Are you ever delivering and just think, how do y'all afford this every day? As far as that question directed at customers, More and more Burger Kings are closing here. Yeah, what was the last one that closed? 48th and Holdridge? I picked up from there one day, and then a week later I drove by and it was completely closed. I think they've only currently got 3. Let's see, North 27th's closed, Havelock's closed. There's the one at 84th and O. 16th and South. 40th and Old Cheney. See, this is another point that I'm talking about, that some days I feel like I've been doing this too long. Because you give me a list of you give me a restaurant and I'll tell you where it's at in town. And even with Burger King and McDonald's. Abstract says yes. Oh, yeah. Do I ever just wonder how they all afford it? Yes. Especially when, and I'm going to talk about it in tomorrow's video, because it's a topic I've been putting off for a while. And I honestly, I get that we all make our money from this. I definitely make my money from this, but the level of, I guess, laziness is I feel like is going too far. Like, I've got screenshots and they'll be in the video. I had an order. Dollar to Mile, it was good. 1 item Hy-Vee. 1 mini watermelon. I had another that was 1 gallon of water. I've had a lot of 1 item orders lately with a subtotal of less than $5. Like, this is just getting out of hand. I have a love-hate relationship with Five Guys. The fries take so long, but the payouts keep luring me back. There's every once in a while I see a Five Guys that's worth it, but not very many. Van Dorn is closed now. So yeah, there's less and less. There's not even, there's no Burger King at the southeast end of town. So you have 48th or 40th and Old Cheney, 16th and South, 84th and O. Are those the only 3 that are open? 1 candy bar? Yes. Or 1 bag of Skittles. Like, you don't need it that bad. And those are a lot of those are the orders that you see that are paying $6 or $7, and 6 of that's base pay. Chuck, happy Thanksgiving. How have you been? When I wanted one thing and no car, guess what? I walked. Exactly. Yeah, these one item orders are they're just getting so ridiculous. I'd never order McDonald's delivery. You'd end up paying double for it. Or 20 things. I walked. Yeah, like I said, it's just getting so bad. There was one, and I accidentally deleted the screenshot of it. You know the cans of Pringles, not the big ones, but the small one. It's the size of a freaking can of Pepsi, can of beer. I had a Walgreens order. That's all it was $1.89 can of Pringles. You don't eat it. Driving 27th and Cornhusker, and it smells like a sewer pipe exploded. I think that's the water treatment place. It's been smelling like that the last few nights. It is bad. Bro needs his Pringles. You don't need Pringles that bad. It's the it's the same customers that are like that are tipping $1 and going, oh, I can't afford to really tip you anymore. Well, obviously, because you're ordering one thing of Pringles. That was the other thing. It was the one order that I got that really set this whole thing off on me. 3 cups of ramen noodles. Nothing else. 3 cups of ramen noodles from Dollar General. If you're ordering 3 cups of ramen noodles from Dollar General, because that's all you can afford, you may want to reevaluate what's going on with your life. Like, I get that we make our money doing this, but some of these orders are just flipping ridiculous. Can't afford a tip? I have a tip. Walk. Agreed. If anything, working for DoorDash has made me go and get all my stuff even more. Sounds like Detroit every day. I still got to get to Detroit. Have you ever used the Para app for Uber Eats? I have not. Make a sandwich. That's right. Like, where was it the other day? I picked up an order from Sonic. It was Sonic. They ordered like a couple slushes, a thing of tater tots, and 2 grilled cheese sandwiches. I had grilled cheese tonight. I've made it myself. Because I'm an adult and it's not that hard to make grilled cheese. God, I sounded like Ron Swanson there. All right, back to the comments. But Dan, as far as the Para app or Para, I don't use it. I'm not against it. I don't use it. At this point, I've delivered long enough in my market. I basically, for God dang, I'm going on 10 years now. Delivered for Papa John's, did Uber, now doing DoorDash and Uber. I've pretty much been down every street in town, or know where everyone is. Best tax tracking app. I know I said that wrong. I use QuickBooks. Is it the best? I don't know. But it does keep track of my mileage, my deductions, my deposits, all of that. And at the end of the year, when I file taxes, I sign into my QuickBooks app in TurboTax, and it just automatically pulls everything over. So I don't have to worry about a lot of that. Saves a lot of time. Don't teach a man to fish and you feed yourself. He's a grown man and fishing's not that hard. I'm looking at my Swanson Pyramid of Greatness. I need to figure out how to get it up on the wall with everything else I have. Abstract, it is QuickBooks. Yeah, QuickBooks Accounting is what it'll come up with in the App Store. Tracks mileage, track miles, create invoices, manage your expenses and cash flow to your profit and loss anywhere. And it's nice because you can do the swipe right, swipe left kind of thing. Business goes one way, personal goes the other. Abstract, no problem. If you guys don't do Lyft or don't do rideshare, sign up for rideshare, get approved in that. Both the apps will send you out a promo code for quite a few years. It's just if you can file your self-employed taxes on TurboTax for free, or it's like 50% off or something. The rideshare apps push that. It's a better discount than I've seen DoorDash use. So you can save money doing taxes that way. Do I have a dog? I do not have a dog. David. Oh, brother. Bad thought, not gonna say it. I can't. Someday I'll have a dog. Yes, someday I will have a dog. It will have its own YouTube channel as well. Can't remember if I said it. I probably have jokingly. I'll get a wiener dog, and I'll call and the channel will be Adventures with My Wiener Dog. Bad joke, I know. Matthew, how is the Stride app? I feel like I should. And David, how's Gridwise? I feel like I should do a comparison video. The algorithm will love you for that one. Hey, DAGG. I don't get much love from the algorithm as is. Track mileage and deductions. Like I said, there's probably some of them. Those might even be easier than QuickBooks. I'm just honestly lazy when it comes to taxes, and it just saves me a lot of time because I can import right to TurboTax because it's all into it. Abstract. It's official. Should I just dash 24 hours a day? Abstract, don't do that. You do not sell your soul to Tony Shu. Ghost Hunter Gal, how we doing? Wish I'd been here when you started the stream. We've only been going an hour. It's okay. Solo app is decent too. Yeah, see, I feel like I should do a review video of all of them. Yeah, David, Abstract, I agree. I would not. Your car will hate you, and you will hate you. Buy junk cars for a junkyard. Many from Dashers can confirm. I know I think somebody asked me last week, in last week's live, what I would do if I didn't do DoorDash. I'd probably have like 15 YouTube channels. I know there's only how many of you would watch me if I did something else, like on a different channel, just out of curiosity? Bill, who is that behind you? That's Mike. That's Bigfoot. And my arm goes this far. That's Thomas Jefferson. He is always watching and judging him. That is true. Yes, that's Marty McFly's leg. I know what you're getting at, but no, that's on my Back to the Future posters. Oh, I realized Sasquatch mug as well. And I'm trying to do this backwards. There's my Bigfoot shot glass. Not that I have a problem with Sasquatch. As he's, I gotta take that out for Christmas too. I've got my Sasquatch Christmas ornament over here. My world's reigning hide and seek champion. I just realized how much Bigfoot stuff I have. Don't judge. Dan, you would watch? Awesome. I need to get a... McFly is such an awesome last name. Does Bigfoot have a lot of Brash merch? Not that I'm aware of. Although he could. I mean, nobody's seen it. So on my other channel that you need a Cyclops picture. I know I need to expand a bit so I can get more in the. I need like a permanent live stream layout. I've seen so many of them on other people's streams that if DoorDash made shoes, would you wear them? How much would they be? Like $300? Plus shipping, plus tax, plus inconvenience fee. Freeze frame Charlie's reaction, Photoshop him to have one eye done. Oh, David, it's good to have you in here. DoorDash did at one time have shoes on their store. All I can say, all that's popping into my head is overpriced and underdelivered, but that was not nice of me to say. I am working on a video for the other channel. What's nice about starting a second channel is I can take my time with it. Of course, though, it's DoorDash. They make you drive faster, drive longer, and make less. Buy now. For 13 easy payments of $39.95 plus deposit and signing over your firstborn child. Does anyone want to buy a pizza bag? Bill, how many pizza bags do I have? I got like 5 pizza bags. And all your tips. They can't have all of my tips. That went right in the gutter for a second. Oh wait, that's 0. Oh yeah, DoorDash is like anything else. Any W2, there's good, there's bad. You have good days, bad days. You can complain. You can tell them when they do a good job. It's a lot like being in a relationship. I was gonna take the high road, and then Charlie beats us to the tip joke. That's what he said. It is all what you make it. Have a good attitude and grind. Yes. And I honestly appreciate all of you guys getting my sense of humor. Every once in a while, you see a comment going, "You're not very nice, are you?" I'm sarcastic and polite. And I might tell somebody where they should go, but I will always start with please. That's my philosophy on coffee. I have a sign above my coffee pot that says no coffee, no worky. And please remember to enjoy your day even while working. Remember that DoorDash is not your life. Exactly. And if you have a bad day, open the door, hold the door open for somebody. Make somebody else's day better. It'll also make you feel better. Did Tyson Fury really win? I have no idea. I've had to remind myself of that so many times. Never let an employer or gig work ruin your life. Only let them fund it. I hold doors open while I have 3 bags in my hand. That's why I'm generally polite, or at least cordial with people, because you're not the only one having a good day or a bad day, or you don't know what somebody else is currently going through. Or you're polite and hold the door open for somebody and they take their sweet time, like, dude, this is my good deed for the day. I'm not trying to turn it into my deed of the week here. So funny the range of reactions I get from people who give us the food to take to their DoorDash clients. Some of them think they're better. Most are normal. Some seem angry. Yeah, it takes all kinds. And my chair was doing something funky. If I could snap my finger and have one thing go right on DoorDash, it would be what we talked about earlier, the drop-off instructions. Just make it clear. We're not psychic. We definitely don't. If we were psychic, we definitely would not be doing this. We'd all be winning the Powerball. Customers stop me sometimes just to tell me about bad drivers. I've had that happen a few times. I bet you've heard some good stories. Another thing that just shows that common sense is not that common. smile at them all, and by smiling, I generally get most of them to be normal. Ghost Hunter Gal, what's normal anymore? Like, I honestly, I don't know what normal is anymore. I've held the door open for somebody and said have a nice day, and they'd mean mugged me. Like, are you having that bad? Is that person having that bad of a day that somebody is polite and holds the door open and then you still mean mug them? I was normal once. Worst 5 minutes ever. I like to say that I was normal when I was a kid, but I'd be lying. Normal to me is just I forget about the reaction, move on with my McDay. It must happen to McDonald's a lot. My McDay. I appreciate somebody else who makes McJokes about McDonald's. Communication skills seriously lacking in today's time. Really is. Simple please and thank you. People look at you. People honestly look at you weird sometimes when you say please or thank you. Jason loves cheeseburgers. Joni loves Chachi. David, your comment got flagged. What did you say? Some mean customers had me singing ba-da-ba-ba. Go bleep yourself. That's what he said. Something got flagged even though nothing was actually it's like, why do I have to do my job and yours? True. When I open the door for someone and they don't say anything, I usually say you're welcome. Have a great day. I've thanked myself for holding the door open for somebody who didn't say anything. Galligan, so when you move to Washington, are you going to leave your Huskers behind and become a Husky? I am already a Husky. I got shirts, I got hats, I got beanies and mugs and pints, and I'm a Husky through and through. You guys should have said bleep. MJ, watched one of your older videos where you mentioned you used to work at Papa John's. I don't, yeah, I don't really, I don't like working for other people. And I tried to be a boss, and didn't like other people working for me. So I prefer to do my own thing. It's more the biggest benefit of doing this, even though it's in a lot of ways it can be more stressful, is just flexibility and in my mind freedom. But I I'd consider going back to Papa John's as a driver, maybe part time. The joy is, or the benefit with that is, at least here, I know the job. I know the managers. I know the district manager, and he basically just, I don't have to be told what to do, and I've never liked a manager who continually tries to tell me what to do when I already know what to do. So that's why I do what I do now. Dan says, GBR, go Big Red. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm still a Husker fan, but I do rock the purple and gold. I tend to hold the door, hear them say thank you, reply, you too, then die a bit inside and drink more coffee to wake up. It's funny watching DoorDash YouTubers put food in front of the door and it opens out. Yeah, it's not that, it's not hard to see. That's where a little bit of common sense comes in. You're walking up to the door. It's not like poof, the door's right in front of you and you're like, oh hey, you're walking up. You know if there's a screen door on there or not. The screen door doesn't go open in, it opens out, and you can see which side the door handle's on. Just put it next to it, not in front of it. I'll tell you. Ghost Hunter Gal says, fun experiment. I say, howdy. Most people will respond to that more than hi, hello, or any greeting. Sorry, I don't have a cough button. Only 1% will say good thanks, which is the correct response to howdy. Been doing this for a decade. And it's funny because when I hear howdy, I think Dougie Doug in Cool Runnings, where he goes out and he's line dancing. And he goes, howdy, partner. Every time I hear howdy, I just think of that. MJ says, yep, people are the problem. It's not so much people, it's just a lack of common sense and decency. I've noticed in my market that the McDonald's orders are way down. I feel like they've been running some deal with Uber Eats. I thought about delivering for a company, but I don't know. Abstract, I'm trying to decide. If I were to deliver for a company, like pizza wise, I I don't know which one I'd go with. Just because I only know Papa John's. I haven't worked for Domino's or Pizza Hut, so I don't know. I don't know their pay scale. I know. I know I used to make really good money, but I was also able to work, like I would work the closing shift, and normally you'd have a backup driver until like an hour before. Well, they would cut the late driver early, and it would just be me for like 3 hours. So the money was great, but I also just abstract. Yes, I hate being an employee, but I also hated running a team. I feel like I was honestly, I think when I was a manager, I was in the wrong mindset, because I didn't realize until about a year after that nobody is going to care as much as I do. So that's why I was like, I don't know if I'm actually a good boss. VMath, how are you? I always get a chuckle with the DoorDash pictures that show a previous delivery with the order in front of the door and it swings out. I think of The Exorcist. Oh. I tend to use a common Midwestern greeting. Hey there, guy. Oh, that's. I don't know if I could do that. That's like Upper Minnesota. That's Wisconsin. That's Wisconsin? I've not ever seen that movie. Oh, Ghost Hunter, you gotta see that movie. I think it came out in '93. Cool Runnings with John Candy. Might have been earlier. Cool Runnings. Not Cool Math Games, not Cool Whip Cookies. Cool Runnings. 1993. Highly recommend that movie. Dougie Doug, John Candy. It's about a Jamaican bobsled team. I'm going through all the DoorDash chite. Why did DoorDash set my completion rate to 100 when I already had 99%? Because DoorDash. DoorDash is like that crazy uncle that you have to try to explain to somebody. You can never quite explain it right. I don't mind bosses just as long as they accept that I'm at least as smart as them. I don't know if I could go back to having someone tell me what to do. Yeah, I definitely could not. The Captain, howdy. Abstract, just realized I got a 1-star today. Let's go back to their house. It's the best way to says hi, don't you know? Matthew, have a great night. Headed to bed. Have a good night, Matthew. Get a hold of me this week or weekend. Holy crap! It is 9:30. Troll police had too much wine. You mean grape juice? All right. I feel like we got. Technically, wine is basically grape juice, just with alcohol in it. So you could almost mix Welch's with vodka and call it wine. Or Mad Dog 2020. I think it was a contactless delivery that I just left at the door. Dan asks, what do you do for health insurance? Marketplace? Dan, the truth is, I just don't get sick. Ghost Hunter Gal had my first contract violation get nixed by someone who probably had a porch food pirate, or they were a crook. Oftentimes, it's the customer. We had that one contract violation that you guys actually saw. If you saw the video a while back. But it's the crap. What is my email? I should know it if I give it out. It's the Brash Dasher at Gmail. Tim or Timothy, hopefully I can call you Tim. Appreciate that, brother. You haven't answered your IG yet. I need to check my IG. I need to check my email too, Susie. I'm a little upset with Apple. My phones went through the new update. Well, my one phone went through the update. No, I know you're not. I know, no, Rush. I know. But no, my phones both went through an update recently, and since I got the update, my notifications are. I can hold the phone in my hand and barely hear them. I just saw a text message from a friend of mine that was sent like 2 weeks ago. It's like, oh, wondered why I haven't heard from you. And also rushing you. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Abstract, we are all invisible. I was invisible at Walmart the other night. they actually had a checkout. They had multiple checkout lanes open. I was like, I'm getting the old school experience. I am letting somebody ring up my stuff for me, because at Walmart. And as I'm walking up, the employee turns his back. So as I'm walking up, just continues to turn, and then walks away. FYI, people just can refer to me as GHG, easier. Okay, GHG. You have an iPhone. My notifications have changed since the last update. Yes, I have. Both of my phones are iPhones. And yeah, it's come to the Android side of things. I've had an iPhone for so long, I don't think I could go back. Cauliflower, what's going on? Good to see you in here. I love when the cashiers act like you're not standing there. Yeah, it's like I'm real. HGH got it. I think that was GHG, but are we gonna blame autocorrect on this? Tim says, thanks for the shout out. Love your channel, bro. Keep up the good work. Appreciate that. Blessings to you and your family, man. Abstract. Oh. I thought GHB was some kind of knockout drug. It is, and HGH is human growth hormone, so. Oh, God. So the other channel I'm starting, I'm finishing up anyway because I was in the middle of saying something, and then you guys took me down a rabbit hole of weirdness. I'm getting a couple videos going finished before I actually start the channel and like let everybody know about it. So it's gonna be weird places, historical places, true crime, travel blogs. It's gonna be a mix of things. So, man, we need to learn how to read, apparently. Oh, I know, we went from GHG to HGH to GHB to TCB to THC and CBD and MSNBC and oh. Cauliflower, I am so sorry to hear about your transmission. Tire on its last legs, tires, whatever. Oh, what kind of car do you have? This is why I love Gig Peeps. We get acronyms. Yes, we do. And then sometimes we take them way too far. I just realized my acronyms are TBD, which is also to be determined, which is usually the constant state of my sanity. Suzuki SX4. It's going to be cheaper to get a new transmission or a whole new car. Great on gas, but I know it was coming to an end. 199,567 miles. That's a lot of miles. I got you beat, but that's a lot of miles. New car. I have an AR addiction. I'm over 90% Mick always. My brain went a different direction on that, but we're back in the right lane between the mayo and the mustard. That was not supposed to be a McDonald's joke. A new car would be cheaper, is what you meant. Yes. Everyone posting their car. Subaru Forester here. Chrysler 200 here with over 200,000 miles on it. McAlways. Dude, can someone else just go to work for me tomorrow? I will give them a decent base pay and tips. Oh wait, that's DoorDash. I should have not watched Full Metal Jacket recently. At some point, our base pay or our tip will simply be a reach around. Gonna start dashing in a Model T. I would like to dash in a DeLorean. I've been doing Mick speaking for years. It's kind of my Mick thing. Well, if you go back through videos, you will hear me Mick talk about hoping that the orders of McDonald's are McReady. So, oh, hashtag daddy issues. We all do gig work, so there's no judgment. Do you know if you can rent a car for Uber Eats or is just Uber rideshare? I don't know about Uber Eats. I think, yeah, I don't know. That's curious to find out. Oh, I'm very much a McSmart arse. McSmart arse. There we go. Well, you will if you run out of plutonium. Yes, I would never be late in a DeLorean. Like I said, that would be cool. Fix the transmission. No to car payments. Yeah, ideally in this line of work, car payments are not the best. Speaking of somebody who has one, but and I'm like I said, I'm my car is well over 200,000 miles, so there will be new wheels for me in the coming future. And a Model T would be pretty cool to dash in. Or imagine doing Uber, pulling up to pick up a group of people in a Model T. Um, Transmission would be like 5 to 7 thousand, not guaranteed. It'll still work. It's a 2011. I thought about it. Car payments suck. Just let it get repossessed. Yeah. Cauliflower? Oh, I'm trying to figure out what I would do if I was in your position, because I would not. Yeah, it would definitely. I couldn't put out 5 to 7 thousand for a new transmission. You could get a really decent used car for 5 to 7. Next car I get is going to be. I'm looking at like a Toyota Rav4. Get one for about the same car payment I have now. The newer ones actually get better gas mileage than my car does, which is crazy to think about. Basically trying to figure out my next move because I'm beyond screwed right now. Five to 7, let it go. Well, cauliflower, if you want to bounce ideas off of anybody, my Instagram and emails in the description. I will be checking my Instagram and my email. But maybe I'll apply for the security job at Target. You're gonna try to kick me out. I'm trying to be nice here and help you out, lend an ear, and you want to become Target security so you can kick me out. I see how it is. Tesla option for Uber is a good one, but if you drive DoorDash or any other app and anything happens, you're 100% liable. Yeah. I've legitimately, if I'm going to pull a Ron Swanson in the last 9 minutes of this live. I'm just gonna let you guys know I am going to pull a Ron Swanson. I am going to go to my computer and I'm going to type up a permit by me, for me, signed by me, that says I can do what I want. And the next time I have somebody try to approach me that way, I will just do a Ron Swanson and hand it to him and say that I have a permit. And you guys will see it. At least that guy was chill. Yeah, I mean, you could tell in the video, and I didn't realize it until after because I didn't know where exactly he came from, that when he stepped behind me, he intentionally stepped behind the camera to confront me about it. But no, he was pretty relaxed. I wish I could have got the look on his face though, the expression on his face when I told him I'd been in there 100 times, and he realized that this guy's been in here a lot with the camera, and I have not seen him before. Ron Swanson. Ron Swanson's my. I don't know what you would call him. He's up there with Michael Myers and Sasquatch. MJ Allison. MJ, you can't create a conspiracy to commit anything like that. There's a record of this, man. Spirit animal is probably Sasquatch with a squirrel on its shoulder. The Dasher from another, neighboring city. And mother. Dasher from another pasture. It's Nebraska. There's a lot of farmland. Dirty Penguin, you're late, but you made it. This is being recorded, not allowed. I'm telling. No, but when it gets uploaded, so people can go back and rewatch it, you can actually go and watch the live chat. So just remember, I can't be a witness and an alibi. It's one or the other. Scooter Bud, what's going on? How is life in DoorDash and all of that treating you? Faith, what's going on? Gene, happy Thanksgiving. All of a sudden, we're getting towards the end and everybody's jumping in. Timothy says, go blue. Oh boy, yeah, we got some fighting words going on. There's a lot of corn here. I sent you an email, I think, Monday. I will go back and look for the email. I was just talking earlier about having to get caught up on my email and my Instagram because I have iPhones and they've recently updated. Since they updated, all of my notification and ringtone sounds are almost on mute. Charlie is my watch out guy, just saying, hey, I'm just letting you know. And your freaking Facebook messages. I need to funnel all of those into one inbox. That would probably help. It's the best time to jump on. Charlie's my watch out guy, just saying. I'm just letting you know, not that I've ever done anything wrong, but it's just best not to get caught. Fake mustache needed too. Oh no, I just shave all of this off. I'll take about 10 years off my face and nobody would recognize me. GHG, not to be confused with HGH or GHB, says, I like that you do your best not to show people in your videos. Love gig tubers, but flinch when I see them showing clients' faces or people in restaurants. Yeah, I definitely try to limit. Sometimes I can't avoid it, but anybody that asks to not be shown, I don't show them. I do my best not to show children, especially without parents' permission. And somebody had actually asked in the comments a couple days ago what orders I choose to include in videos and which ones I don't and why. And sometimes when I go to a drop off, and I know it's probably been shown in some videos, I try my best, is sometimes, and you guys know how it is delivering, sometimes you'll pull up to a house and it's not just the house number that they have on like the side of their garage, it's house number and name of street. I try to avoid including that in there as well. Abstract says, I'm going to send you a message from 1885. Hope you get it. I'll get it. Are you posting every other day now? It's crazy because I know which Hy-Vee you always shop at. Yeah, I'm putting videos out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm sprinkling bonus videos in there, but that way I don't mentally burn myself out, and you guys don't get tired of watching. And it helps with YouTube. The algorithm thing, it lets them work it in. So, cauliflower, did you email me? I'm gonna have, as soon as they jump off, I'm gonna have to go look. Timothy, appreciate it. Yeah, God bless you and your family as well, man. Appreciate you being here. I thought the eagle head on your shirt was an alien Voldemort head for the longest. Oh, you said eagle. I got a tattoo of an eagle. Like, oh, you're a witness, no hat, alibi, bingo, bango. Harry Potter. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off of here. Yes. It'd be so funny if you were like, oh, emails? Oh, yeah, I delete all. Emails? What are those? All right, guys. I will see you. Debuted a movie in Lincoln, Nebraska. Well, that's exactly where I am. You guys all have a great night. You guys have a great Thanksgiving. If you're spending it with family, make sure you have alcohol. New video out tomorrow. Not a ride along this morning. But yeah, you guys all have a great night and a great Thanksgiving. And we'll see you back here next Tuesday. Stay safe and be good. Or if you're not, just name it after me.